Last year, I made a decision that changed my financial life. I took $2,000 and split it across 5 different passive income strategies that every guru on the internet was swearing by. I gave each one real time, real money, and real effort. And I'm going to tell you exactly what happened: the wins, the losses, and the one strategy that actually delivered. If you've ever wondered whether passive income is real or just a scam, stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly where to put your energy and where to never waste a dollar again. Let's start with strategy number 1, print on demand. You've seen this all over YouTube, TikTok, and every money podcast. The idea is simple. You design a product, upload it to a platform like Redbubble or Etsy, and every time someone buys it, you earn a cut without ever touching inventory. Sounds perfect, right? Here's what actually happened when I tried it. I spent 3 weeks designing 40 different products: t-shirts, mugs, tote bags, phone cases. I was proud of the work. I paid for a premium design subscription and spent real hours making things I genuinely thought people would buy. 3 months later, I had made $23. The problem is brutal, invisible competition. There are literally millions of listings on these platforms. Without an existing audience or a viral moment, your products are invisible. And even when you do sell, the profit margins are so thin, we're talking $2 to $3 per shirt, that it barely moves the needle. I spent around 60 hours on this strategy. I made $23. That's less than 40 cents an hour. Print on demand can work, but it is not passive, and it is not fast. Moving on. Strategy number 2, selling stock photos. I already owned a decent camera, so I thought this would be easy money. I spent 2 weeks shooting and editing 200 photos, landscapes, food, lifestyle content, and uploaded them to Shutterstock, Adobe Stock, and Getty Images. After 3 months, I made $41. Here's the hard truth about stock photography in 2026. AI-generated images have flooded these platforms. The prices per download have dropped significantly, and building a portfolio large enough to generate meaningful income takes years and thousands of accepted images. If you're already a professional photographer, it's worth adding as a side drip. But as a standalone passive income strategy, the math just doesn't work anymore. Strategy number 3, peer-to-peer lending. This one sounded almost sophisticated. You lend money to real borrowers through an app, they pay you back with interest, and you sit back and earn returns that beat a savings account. I put $500 into this. The advertised return rate was around 8 to 10% annually, which sounds great. But here's what the gurus never mention: defaults. Real people sometimes don't pay back loans. 2 of my borrowers went delinquent. After accounting for those losses, my actual return dropped to around 3%. And the worst part? My money was locked up. I couldn't withdraw it whenever I wanted. It was frozen in loans for months. After 3 months, I made $14 on $500, with stress I didn't sign up for. Strategy number 4, digital products. This one actually surprised me. I created 3 Notion templates and sold them on Gumroad: a freelance client tracker, a content calendar, and a monthly budget planner. I priced them between $9 and $19 each. Over 3 months, I made $340. Now that sounds impressive, but here's the honest catch. It was not passive. Every week I had to post on social media, share in Reddit communities, reply to comments, and keep pushing the products. The moment I went quiet, sales stopped completely. Digital products are really a content business disguised as passive income. If you love creating and marketing, this is a great path. But don't let anyone tell you it's passive from day one. It isn't, not until you've already built a real audience. And now, strategy number 5. The one that actually changed everything. Dividend investing. I know what you're thinking. That's so boring. That's what your dad would say. That's not exciting. You're right. It's not exciting. And that's exactly why it works. I took $800, the remainder of my budget, and invested it into a mix of high-yield dividend ETFs and a small selection of individual dividend stocks. These were funds specifically designed to generate monthly income, throwing off annual yields between 8 and 12%. In 3 months, that $800 generated $47 in dividends. Now I know that sounds small. But here's the part that broke my brain when I really sat with the numbers. If you invest $500 every single month into dividend assets at a 9% average annual yield, and you reinvest every dividend you receive, in 10 years, you will have over $95,000. And that portfolio will be generating around $700 every single month, automatically, without you doing anything. No designing products, no shooting photos, no hoping strangers pay back their loans, no posting on social media every day. You invest, you reinvest. Time does the rest. And that's the difference between this strategy and everything else on this list. The other 4 strategies put the burden on you: your time, your creativity, your hustle, your audience. Dividend investing puts the burden on time and compounding. And time always wins. Here's what this whole experiment taught me. Most things people call passive income are actually businesses in disguise. They can work, but they require energy, audience, and patience before they become passive. The truly passive strategies grow slowly. Dividend investing won't make you rich in 3 months, but in 10 years, it will be the best financial decision you ever made. And the biggest mistake you can make is waiting until you have a lot of money to start. I started with $800. You can start with $50. The habit matters more than the amount in the beginning. So if you're serious about building real passive income in 2026, open a brokerage account, pick a high-yield dividend ETF, invest whatever you can consistently, and reinvest every single dividend you receive. That's it. That's the strategy. Simple, boring, and incredibly powerful over time. If you want to know exactly which ETFs I'm holding right now and the platform I use to automate everything, I've linked it all in the description below. Go check that out. And if you found this video useful, hit subscribe. I put out honest, no-hype content about money every single week. No sponsored lies, no get-rich-quick schemes, just what actually works. I'll see you in the next one.